right thing.
Right, maybe now.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Who knows how to do? I know. What is it? Is this M? M.
Don't do
M.
bad lip reading.
J. I know J.
Can anybody hear us out there? Anybody there at all? Here's what happens in the movie. Oh, that'd be funny. Like they're like
The whole thing.
you guys are just doing reactions. Maybe that's a whole gimmick. Like, oh.
It sounds like they can hear us now. Everyone
It
says
sounds like-
they can hear us.
Guys, for you that bared with us through our technical difficulties, here's some big spoilers about the movie. Number one. Don't soil the movie.
Don't. Yeah.
We are here. We are We are the Ranger wrap up. We had a few technical difficulties. Thank you for sticking around. DJ, thank you for filling in last week as doing this, and Krishna, thank you from Rangers Live Chat. Go check out them on Facebook. They did a great job.
And once again, welcome back.
Thank you.
Joe.
Thank you. I won't be here next week though. You get 2 episodes.
And go away, Joe.
You know, I was just talking about this when our audio was cut out. It's funny because I would always miss the holiday episodes. Now I'm missing the actual episodes of like. It's like I'm only here for the retros now. But
It is a retro because there is no new episode of Ninja Steel today.
it's true. True story.
Dope.
Guys, how was your week?
It was pretty good. This morning I got up early to buy Comic-Con tickets.
How many other people got up this morning to buy Comic-Con tickets? I sure didn't.
Tired.
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
Josh, can I send you a picture to put in the chat?
And while he's doing that, I did not get tickets to Comic Con because the system sucks.
It doesn't matter. We're going to press anyway.
Oh well.
Oh, hey.
Hey. Oh, bright side. Okay, never mind.
the,
My story had a happy ending. That's awesome.
That was a
But
happy ending for me. Joe told me to buy my own tickets.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, he did.
I
Oh,
didn't say
he
that.
did say that.
You said you wanted to go for the whole time free, whatever.
No, I did not say for
I
buy
need to.
tickets.
I need to distribute badges all day long. That's
Yeah,
why.
so you told me to buy my own tickets.
anyways, the San Diego Comic Con system, not the best system in the world. Today was for the
Just
pre-register
has a sneaky one.
for the people who've been there
DJ.
again last year. You're gonna see me in? Sweet.
Yeah, Joe just said I'll sneak in.
So here's a thing. Earlier today, I was at the Power Rangers press conference for the
Jealous.
movie, and it was the best press conference I had ever been to in my life. It was
That
so much
was
fun.
a huge statement that you said because you go to press conferences all the time.
I do.
Why do you say that?
For a few reasons. They were doing a lot of personal stories. Like there was one question that was asked about high school. And like, how was your experiences in high school? Each one had like a really good story, but Ludi actually had the best story about how he asked, or he took a girl on a date to get out of the friend zone, gave her this rose or whatever. She gave him a kiss on the cheek and never talked to him again. And
No!
she ended up with his best friend. At
Oh,
the time.
that's terrible. That's for those who don't know, Ludi does play the Black Ranger, I believe. Right?
Ludi is the Black Ranger.
Yep.
He plays Zack in the movie.
Oh, MJ Spud
It's
back
MJ
at it
Spud.
again. with
Hashtag
donation.
international love.
Before we even start with this live chat thing, I'm just gonna say this real quick. We're not singing any songs, and if we are singing songs, you can donate $50 or more.
I would have
MJ
said
Spud,
20.
how are your snakes?
I would have said 20.
He's got a snake named Snooty Snoz. It's pretty cute.
Snooty
I like
Snoz.
snakes. I don't.
Oh yeah,
like
that's right. You
snakes.
I'm okay with snakes. That's an awesome name for any pet, to be honest with you. Snooty
Snooty
Snoz.
Snoz?
Yes.
It's really cute, right?
Yeah, it's adorbs. It's adorbs.
It has a cute little upturned nose.
Back to this
pretty
press
cute.
conference, though.
No, back to the super chat thing. I don't know about 50, but like 20 and up, we will consider stuff. I'll do some morphs for you guys. I'll do that. How about this? Like 20 and up, I'll do some morphs for you. And Kelly will do some morphs for you. And
Actually,
Joe-
I don't know.
Joe's doing most.
Here's the thing. I will say this though, in the live chat, if you are I'm gonna give you a little incentive here. I told you guys 2 weeks ago when we did the super chat that we have gifts to give back to you guys for you guys to donate. That goes, and I say that that money really goes to support the show, but it really goes back to you guys. And I am gonna put your money where my mouth is, and I'm gonna prove it to you. So if we continue to get donations
And support.
for the live chat, I will have special gifts for each and every one of you.
That's awesome.
Oh, Josh, did you get that Doctor Strange thing that I was asking about?
Not yet.
Of course. Here's another thing. So back to this press conference. Bill Hader talked about Alpha. And by the way, I'm not going to spoil anything, so don't worry.
He's going to be good today. We had a talk.
Bill Hader talked about playing Alpha, and he talked about other character voices he's done in the past. And he talked about this one in particular, that the actors were so good, because he wasn't there with them, obviously.
Right, sure.
The actors were so good when he was in his booth. it was just easy for him. And he decided to make the decision to use his own voice.
He made
that decision to use his own voice.
I mean, it's fair to assume that once we saw him announced, because he was a last-minute announcement along with Bryan Cranston, because
Sure.
obviously they were done in post.
Kind
of? Well, it was after Principal. Okay, never mind. So, anyways, I would have assumed because Alpha has such an iconic, high-pitched kind of kiddie voice, they would have altered it, kind of do the BB-8 treatment.
Nope.
You know, he made that decision.
They made that decision. He was the one that made that choice.
Interesting.
Which is interesting to me. Let me ask you guys a question about the movie, actually. What are you looking forward to the most?
Me personally, I want to see the first morph. I want to see the first team, because in the trailer, I mean, for those who've seen the trailer, we at least see them walking down some type of corridor as Rangers. I want to see the first team battle.
Okay, Cal?
Rita Repulsa.
Bam.
She is, all right, believe it or not, Elizabeth Banks is frightening in this movie. She's
a good actress.
I love Elizabeth Banks.
She's amazing.
Great. Yeah. I'm not surprised.
Man, I don't even know how much, you know what truth is, I'm not going to say much more, mainly because...
you shouldn't.
Yeah, because there was a lot of things in that I saw. I will say this: if you're a Power Ranger fan, past or present, or maybe don't even know that much about Power Rangers, this movie is going to blow your mind because they take this movie in a direction they take this movie with some of the character things that you would not expect from a Power Ranger franchise.
So I only have one question for you: for non-believers and believers alike, do you feel like this movie will win? Do you feel like it will win them over?
Well, I'll tell you another story. So when I was at the press conference today, there were people there that, obviously because it's the press, and it's other outlets there that don't cover Power Rangers at all.
So not necessarily Power Ranger fans.
Well, they straight up said when they asked the question, they were like, funny enough, I've never seen the show. Because they're older.
Sure.
I think two people that said this were, one of them was in their like early 50s, and the other one was probably in her like late 40s.
Gotcha.
And they were like, I've never been a Power Ranger fan before, but this movie was really good.
Awesome. That's all I needed to hear. Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Well, here's a funny thing too, is that this is going to be the definition of like kids that are growing up now. This is going to be their Power Rangers.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
100%. Because I know a lot of fans, hardcore fans out there, are very much like, oh, this isn't my Power Ranger.
Yeah, the whole Iron Man, this isn't spandexy, this isn't my Power Rangers. Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be a lot of people's Power Rangers.
I'm excited.
Even people that are part of the hardcore MMPR fan base, I think casual fans, this is going to be their Power Rangers.
So for those at home, that means support this movie, buy your tickets, watch Power Rangers. You heard it from the man's mouth himself. Thumbs up.
Both,
Thumbs up.
To answer your question that you guys had asked before, both MJ Spud and Blackwing say yes. When you were asking like if it will do well or something. You had
gotcha,
that question before originally.
Awesome. # international love, # BDub in the house. Thank you for joining us.
Here's something interesting about this, and listen, we're here doing a show called the Retro Ranger Wrap Up, and we'll get to the old school show in a second, or in a little bit, but we just want to geek out about some more Power Ranger things. Josh, do you have the picture I sent you? Mm-hmm. You throw that up? But some of the things, did we freeze on your computer?
It's been frozen since we started.
That's so weird. Your internet connection, maybe the internet connection in general might be slow.
I am connected to the same internet that he's connected to.
So I wonder why he is.
Don't blame my internet connection.
So in any case,
it has to be something here internally.
Anyways,
I think that the movie, the only fear that I have about this movie is that it is going up with Beauty and the Beast.
Okay.
In its second week, however. But Beauty and the Beast is really good.
So, in other words, you're not worried about the movie as a movie. You're worried about its
lineup. Look, it's a picture from today's press junket.
Oh, wow.
Press conference.
And who got that picture for us?
Seamus, actually. So,
oh, God.
He had a better seat than I did, so I gave him my phone, and he took it for me.
Shout out to Seamus.
Seamus from
Den of Geeks.
Den of Geeks, yes. He's really
good guy. Really good guy. If you watch the
By the way,
videos,
he had 2 great questions. Sorry.
Go for it.
If you watch what? 2 videos?
That's all good. No, go for it.
He had 2 great questions that got addressed today. I can't say them because those are directly spoilers.
Okay, literally, what was the point of that?
just saying that he's really good at his job. So check him out at Den of Geeks.
No, absolutely. And for those who want to put a face to Seamus, if you watch Bruno's videos, he does pop up in Bruno's videos. He go to a lot of the get-togethers. So he's part of the Ranger community. Shout out to Seamus.
They're in loading mode in the Matrix. Why was that? Did we freeze or something?
No, someone said that you looked like you were in a blank room.
Oh.
Oh, you like the Matrix? How it's like all white?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like the
yeah.
loading thing? Yeah. Actually, that's a good point.
So yeah, that's that. What else have you been up to this week, Kel? Besides your Comic-Con struggle.
Watching anime, playing the Switch.
Oh yeah, so let's talk about that for a second.
Loving Zelda right now. Zelda is awesome.
Are you done with it?
No, I'm not yet. Because I'm the type of person who does all the side quests and whatnot, so it takes me forever to get through something.
But is it a fast game?
So the struggle, or the challenge, might I say, with this game is that, yes, it's open world, you can go in any direction, but if you do go in a direction, there might be a stronger enemy over in that area.
Gotcha.
So then you kind of have to go back and look for, like,
more weapons and stuff
the
to fight.
right way, or level up enough. You have to, like, go into a lot of dungeons, get heart containers, whatnot.
I mean, here's a dumb question, because, I mean, myself, I want to eventually get it and
Yeah.
play it, but right now, here's a dumb question. Has anyone beat it?
I've
has
heard,
anyone beat it
yes,
already?
someone beat it the first day. I think
50
the record,
hours, I
thought it
think.
was 3.5 hours or something.
3.5?
Let me
That
Google
is
it.
really short.
I'm gonna Google
That's ridiculously short. Even on
Jasmine
enough time.
told me that the record held right now
Oh, that's
is
a record.
3.5 hours.
That's like doing nothing else but the missions, right?
And being really good at the game.
And no sleep and no work.
Well, 3 hours isn't a ton of time.
That's true. That's true.
Again, we do have the super chat feature, so we know your questions and comments go very quickly. If you want to hit that dollar sign looking thing,
Contribution sign,
we'll call it. It's the support sign, is what we'll say.
The support sign.
Hit that button, it supports the show, and we do have things to give out to you guys that do hit that button. It also keeps your comment there, so we will address it. And
The new record is 1 hour and 5 minutes.
wow,
That is ridiculous.
17.09 seconds.
wow,
I call hacks.
that is
That doesn't sound
literally a quarter of
I
one
think-
Game of Thrones movie.
I think they
I mean,
made-
one Lord of the Rings movie.
I think they made a mad dash to the center of the map, as it says, to defeat the final boss. That's what considers the record.
Straight line is the quickest way.
Straight line is the quickest way.
Anyways, we are here. If there's nothing else.
I don't think so. Any we got any Power Rangers? What was your week?
My week was good.
We hung out with Brian on Monday.
We did hang out with Brian on Monday. Yes, and shout out to Brian McKinney, our fellow hashtag member, who's our international correspondent now. So he's taking his new step back in Korea, and he's going to be doing a whole lot of international coverage for us. So Brian McKinney, aka Big Genso, make sure you follow him. Make sure you check him out. And we miss you, B.
Yeah, man. It's kind of weird without him here.
It is very weird without him and his laugh.
But yes, today we're going to be getting into episode 7 of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Big Sister.
Yes.
Can I get into some comments from the
You
chat?
can get into some comments.
This guy, don't know his name, says the original Power Rangers film of the 1990s was filmed here in Sydney, Australia. Where was the new one filmed, location-wise?
2 locations. Well, most of it was in Vancouver, though.
Right.
But I, the other one is, you know what? I have something interesting here.
Oh.
These are the production notes. I gotta hide this. These are the production notes from the movie. DJ, I would tell you to take a look at it, but it does contain spoilers.
I appreciate it. Should I step away?
No, you don't have to step away, but I will say this. This has every bit of information in here, costumes, everything. Super chat. If you're out there, this bad boy is going to be up for grabs. This has every piece of information. And if you want, I'm going to do interviews with the Rangers tomorrow, and I'll try to get them to sign it for you.
Look at that exclusive, sir. All that exclusiveness from Joe.
But we'll leave that right there. I'll have to take off this front page, though, because it has, like, contact information on it.
Yeah, that'd be good.
But it was Vancouver. Go ahead, Kel.
Same guy asks, by the way, why does Zordon in the new Power Rangers movie look reminiscent, at least to me, like Gideon, the artificial intelligence from season 1 of The Flash?
Ooh. I don't know if we want to do Ranger questions. No, do we?
Do we? No, Melvin?
I mean, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Do your
Like,
thing. I mean,
we can start with the show.
Yeah, I mean, we could do these questions. I have no idea why that must have been a stylistic choice. I'm sure it's in here somewhere. Why they describe that? I mean, I'm sure it's in here. Yeah. What else you got, Cal?
We've also got the same guy. I wish they would introduce in this movie or hint the possibility of the green OT White Power Ranger. Should there be any further sequels down the track? No other questions of yet.
yeah.
Interesting. Here's another fun thing that we like to do here on that hashtag show / Ranger Retro Ranger wrap up is talk about episodes of Power Rangers. And I think that we're going to start doing that now. But if you like what we do, and we know a lot of you guys do, and we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts for joining us, on this Saturday morning, afternoon, noon, night, whatever it may be, whatever part of the country you're in.
The day of Saturday.
Not even country, the world you're in, I guess, really. Because I know that I saw Shadowbird in there. She's from Malta.
Shout out to Malta, Shadowbird.
And we know MJ Spud from England. You know what? For all of us humorists, let us know where you are streaming this currently right now. But we would like if you could please share out this video so to get other Power Ranger fans aware of what we're doing. Or you can do that on Facebook or Twitter. But let's do that before we get into the episode. Let me ask you guys a quick question. Did you like it? Did you like Big Sister?
Kelly?
It definitely seemed like the girl was dubbed. Her voice was totally dubbed.
Yes, I thought the same thing.
An older person dubbed over her voice.
She totally is, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, she's totally
by an older
dubbed.
character, like someone in their
I don't
mid-20s?
know. I don't know what the age was, but for whatever reason, matter of fact, that's still something that exists now with Power Rangers, especially because of New Zealand location. But it makes more sense for New Zealand because a lot of their supporting characters or your co-stars or visiting
I was
stars,
like, has this been up there the whole
they
time?
have an accent.
Frozen every time I watch it.
They have an accent. So a lot of times today's Power
They'll
Rangers
cover up those accents.
don't dub it up. Her, I have no idea why. Maybe she was soft-spoken, maybe she was a kid, but she was absolutely dubbed because there's a credit as far as who dubs Maria.
Well,
I'm not even sure she really looks like a Maria, to be honest with you. She looks like a Mary to me, but Maria was dubbed.
There's also a scene where she was eating and you could hear her perfectly. Do you see when she threw a French fry in her mouth and she was just chewing on it, and then I could hear exactly what she was saying?
That's so funny.
Listen, I'm not sure if she dubbed herself, but she was definitely dubbed.
I don't think she dubbed herself.
Okay.
I don't think she did.
That's interesting. Yeah, because I thought that too, and I was like, maybe I'm just reading too much into this.
Gotcha.
But it's hilarious.
I
God.
can tell.
I'll be honest with you, I forgot all about this episode. I actually forgot all about this episode. I mean, a lot of me was going, oh yeah, oh man, I totally forgot. Oh man.
Yeah, the chicken monster
The
was
clucky chicken.
The clucky chicken was amazing. Maria was quite the prankster.
Oh, may I say the most awesome thing about this episode? The Rad Bug. Come on, the Rad Bug was everything to me.
This is the first introduction of the Rad Bug. It goes from 0 to 3,000.
Yeah, and it flies. And it is remote controlled. And it's like literally the Back to the Future car, Kit, and like freaking Herbie, the Love Bug, all in one freaking vehicle.
Question for you, DJ.
Yes.
You do the Henshin Hangout here, which is our Sentai show.
I do it with you guys.
Yes, but is the Rad Bug a part of the Japanese version?
Yes.
It is.
Legit is. Like, that's actually production effort on our part back in '93 because they replicated it pretty well.
Wow, so it is. They just stared at the footage and were like, you know what, we're gonna replicate. Wow.
They called up and people was like, hey, do we have like a freaking '63 Volkswagen laying around? And they said like, yeah, we can make that work. There you go. And they actually put all the stuff. Either they got it from Japan or they made it themselves. Either way, it's pretty much what it was in Danger as well.
Wow. You know what? I would love to see Rad Bug at Morphicon one of these days.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. Oh, you know who could do it? Jason Ibarra. Jason Ibarra, he always has like all those kids, like the TMNT van.
Totally could do it.
And he has,
that's
like,
a great idea. Why doesn't he do
That's
that?
what I'm saying. Like, dude, that's like waiting to happen. Jason Ibarra, if you're watching, dude, there's your next vehicle right there for cons, man.
Do it.
We've got Rangers live chat watching.
Rangers live
Live
chat.
chat. How are you guys?
Shout out to Krishna, who was here with us last week.
Oh, we have a special announcement to make later on in this episode as well.
Cool.
About something having to do with the Power Ranger movie and the fans that are here in Southern California or are coming out to Southern California for the premiere. Because actually, believe it or not, a lot of fans are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a nice little shindig, I think.
I agree. Now, let me ask you guys something.
Okay.
When we got to when we first met Maria, what did you think about her?
I don't know why I turned to Kelly first.
Well, I was a little confused because when they did introduce her, she was kind of thrown in there, and I was like, who is this? Like, why are they panning to her? And she's just like, with the little like nozzle for the shower.
I'll tell you.
Remember?
Yeah, I do remember.
I'll tell you what I thought. I thought she was evil. She looked evil. Obviously,
She looked evil.
She looked really mischievous to me. And then the next thing, she was fine. But that initial, like, what was it? A problem child kind of look.
She looked
That little
like
devil-
That little
like-
devil, like Dennis
she'd
the
be very
Menace type of.
irritating younger sibling.
Yeah.
So why do you think Trini and Kimberly took a liking, wanted to watch over her?
Say that again?
Why do you think Kimberly and Trini
they're
wanted
nice.
to...
Well, I mean, I feel like it's pretty much promoting those types of systems or those types of
Like Big Brother, Sister?
Exactly, you know, Boys and Girls Club, mentorship programs, you know, that whole thing. And I think it's a nice touch as far as back then. Actually, a question for you guys: have you guys ever been involved with any type of like mentorship program or Big Brother type of system, that kind of thing, or Big Sister type of system?
I was going to get involved with the Big Brother, Big Sister program, but college caught up with me.
Gotcha. Well, how about when you were like a kid?
No.
No.
I did daycare and stuff, but like that, like at the YMCA, but like
Right.
it wasn't quite the same.
I mean, they kind of had it. How about you, Kelly?
We had something like that implemented into our school. So I think it was between 5th graders and 3rd or 2nd graders, I believe. When you enter the lower grade, you get a buddy from the higher grade, and then
Gotcha.
once you get to that higher grade, then you get a buddy from the lower grade. And I'm still Facebook friends with my buddy.
Oh, did you guys
Absolutely.
in college have freshman buddies?
No.
Oh, you did?
Dude, let's
No.
let's call this out real quick. Oh, was that new?
Yeah, that's MJ Spud.
MJ
That
Spud
guy-
with another super chat.
Okay,
Dude.
time out. I have something for MJ Spud.
Go for it.
But DJ, I'm gonna let you pick it actually.
Oh, I'm honored.
Let me move back a little bit.
Some help there?
Oh, snaps, MJ Spud.
So this is our box of goodies.
Oh, we got a whole lot of goodies. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm literally not even gonna look. I'm just gonna reach around. I'm gonna pull something out for MJ Spud. Hashtag international love. This seems interesting. Boom.
MJ Spud, we'll be sending you this, my
Dang.
friend.
Oh,
You got
snaps.
you just want yourself some Ranger keys.
Dude.
Oh, the RPM, one of the best seasons.
Oh, that's like our favorite season right there. So, dude, thank you so much, MJ Spud.
You
We'll
can
make
just by you.
Absolutely.
You could be the gift giver, DJ. He's the Power Ranger Santa Claus.
I'll be taking
Thanks to
notes.
this guy right here.
So
so anyway-
MJ Spud, that'll be coming to you very soon.
Thank you very much for that super chat feature. Once again, guys, we appreciate all your support. So thank you very much. To toggle off of what Kelly was talking about as far as that whole Big Brother, as far as the school implementing it. Back in my alma mater in high school, we had freshman welcome week where, it was everything. It sounds just as good as it is. So a senior would be paired up with a freshman.
We had the same thing.
And basically, we were theirs for like a week. Like, we were there for their beckoning for like a whole week. Like, hey, do the funky chicken. Okay.
Oh,
fine,
really?
do the
So
funky-
that was more of like a hazing thing.
Yeah, I don't want to use that word, but it's definitely an initiation type of thing. It was definitely an initiation type of thing. Like, hey, grab my code, or hey, grab the door. But it wasn't hazing. It was definitely a tradition. It was definitely, welcome to the family. Because after it's all said and done, there was this whole ceremony in the gym where you're like, okay, cool, we're one of you.
Right.
So it was really, really cool. So Maria's introduced. We have Trini and Kim being the big sisters. We actually opened up with Jason and Zach doing some freestyle martial arts, and I always think that's
That was
awesome.
awesome.
I think that's always awesome.
I enjoyed that part a lot.
Because number one, it shows their athleticism, but also just after the fact, especially because a lot of them do interviews and they do cons and they do panels now. A lot of that stuff back in the day was improv. So they had their own liberties. They were able to have their own free range. And looking back, knowing that makes it that much more enjoyable to me.
Yeah, it's interesting to me too because it shows off the athleticism. It's athleticism that Walter Jones has.
Oh yeah.
Walter
Well, even Austin. No, Austin was a buff too.
Austin was buff for like 19.
Yeah. Especially since she was like the youngest too. So I mean, I like that part a lot. I like
Schreiber
how.
says that in Malta, older students can't interact with younger students.
Wow. Why? I wonder why that is.
Interesting. Shadowberg said that?
Yeah.
Shadowberg, actually, tell us why. Why is that prohibited, or why is that not
She says
allowed?
it's actually against the rules to interact with older/younger students.
Interesting. Is there a specific reason? Please let us know. I'm definitely interested. I learned something today as far as Malta.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
Fun facts about Malta. Now you know.
I don't know if it's a fun fact, but it's an interesting fact.
MJ Spud says the same thing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So in England, it's like that too?
Interesting.
Interesting.
And for everybody else at home, why don't you tell us if you've been involved in any type of big sibling type of program? We'd love to hear about it. So we appreciate it.
Were you ever a mentor, Kelly? To anybody?
Well, yeah. When I was in 5th grade, I had a younger student of my own.
When you were in 5th grade?
Yeah, it was between 5th and 2nd, I believe.
Oh,
But,
wow. That's really young.
Yeah, it was young. It was to like teach us skills in like interacting and caring for like younger people.
Responsibility.
Yeah, and then also working with someone older.
Did you mentor anybody?
I did, but definitely specifically in high school when I was a senior, I had a freshman. The passing of the torch. So that definitely did happen. Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
So we see her pull this prank on. Oh well, the athleticism Walter jump.
Oh yeah. But yeah. So we introduced Maria. The way we introduced Maria is a whole bunch of dudes, and you really not thinking about it now, dude. The youth center has like areas. Like these boys ran out of the locker room. You know what I mean? So they obviously had a shower room as well. Like when you think about it, like the youth center had a map we never really thought about.
Interesting.
It had everything. It had a gym. It had Ernie's specials with Sundays.
You know, I want to talk about that when we
dances.
get there for a second.
Oh, he's going under because he's like comping everything for sure.
Yeah, not only that's why Intel took over, right?
That's why it became a surf shack.
Yeah, seriously.
It's on the house. Ernie, don't do it.
Ernie,
don't do it.
I thought that, but you know what's crazy to me about this episode is that you see Ernie serve this giant thing. First of all, I think if you ate that many bananas in one sitting, you could die. I think. Also,
probably.
Isn't that a thing? Like you eat a ton of bananas, you'll die. And then all that ice cream, like that's insane. You have a fitness place and you're serving crap like that? What kind of message does that send, Ernie?
Not only just that, but a big bowl of chili too. Like, the menu is amazing at Ernie's, okay?
You know what? I will say this, and we'll talk about this when we get there.
Sure.
But I'm Bulk and Skull weren't in this episode a lot.
No, they weren't.
And this
I
is,
felt really bad for
so did I.
He was sitting there and
My
drinking
name is
his
all
ice
this.
cream,
Legit,
which is
my
what I would be doing, is sitting there, and then they have to pour an entire bowl, and they're like, "Oh, sorry,
Oh god.
it was
poor
on
guy.
the house, not on you." And I'm like,
This is
"You can't even
definitely
say sorry properly? That's just rude."
definitely one of those times where Bulk did nothing
Did
wrong.
nothing wrong.
Totally just minding his own business.
And like he's kind of like, what happened? He didn't even get upset. It was more like, why?
Poor guy.
And that's all you can really say to that. But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Oh, that was hilarious.
So what's the main plot device of this whole episode? We have a couple of eggs, like power eggs, and we need a child, or Rita needs a child to be able to take possession of them.
Yeah, why choose that
Yeah,
child?
why that
No
child?
idea.
That's exactly what I was thinking. So Trini and Kim are in the park with Maria, talking about, hey, we're there for you, because girls, and friendship, and girls.
They
Well,
talk
and
about
did you
boys a
feel
little
like there's
bit.
something like wrong in her family life?
Well, she
That
just
could
couldn't.
be.
She couldn't talk to her dad about stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, she kind of says it. Like, nah, I can't talk to my dad about stuff. And as dads,
While she's
not
eating
like
that
dads.
freaking French fry, that was so distracting.
Why?
because she was
She's
talking
like
clear.
chewing, and she's like, "Oh man, like we're totally gonna do this," and it's like, chew the French fry first.
Oh, manners. Got it. I know exactly how I'm eating around Kelly from now on. Like, I was like,
Poor manners.
I know. But
I will show you the video later again.
oh, please
You'll
do.
see what I'm saying.
Please do.
I believe it.
For them.
Oh, right. Kelly was right the whole time. But no, the putties attack because Rita needs a child to be able to get these power eggs. And out of all the... okay, yes, Power Rangers is hilarious in the sense that they only attack one city on Earth. They only attack one group of area, like a specific area on Earth. And yet, all you need is a child, and they pick that child.
Yeah, that.
All you
Out
need
of all
is
the
a child.
kids. Out of all the
The
kids.
whole planet full of children, and they pick that child.
And Rita's even like looking down, and she's like, "Yeah, I want that one that the Power Rangers are fraternizing with. I want that one."
Yeah, let me mess with their heads a little bit because they care about that one. Yeah, you just screwed your whole plan up. What's funny is in the Japanese Zoo Danger, those eggs are actually dinosaur eggs. Actually, the dinosaur plot device is kind of like Dino Charge, where dinosaurs was the focus as opposed to like an afterthought. So in Zoo Danger, those eggs were dinosaur eggs or dino eggs, and she wanted the eggs. But it was kind of very similar that she needed a child as well to get those eggs. Now, one thing I thought that was cool about this episode is I guess they were made by the Morphin Masters.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I mean, that's an awesome plot device. I wanted to hear more about the Morphin Masters. This is like the first and only time we hear about them.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, I think, like, I'm trying to think back. Do you remember the episode where it shows Zordon fighting through the viewing globe?
Yeah.
Were those Morphin Masters?
That was supposed to be Zordon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was just footage from Zoo Danger. I think his name was Barza. So I like that though. I miss the fact that you were able to go to the viewing globe and say like, "Hey, Rangers, back in the day, this guy used to wreck shop, so be careful." And
I think that's, you quoted him exactly, right? Zordon
Exactly.
said that?
Oh yeah, that was definitely episode 5. So, but anytime you used to see that footage, it made it seem deeper because it seemed like, oh, they have reference shot. They actually took the time. No, they didn't. It was all the Japanese footage. So, but I used to like that effect because it made the world seem so much bigger. hey, look at this monster. He used to do this, and be like a whole bunch of Japanese people getting terrorized.
I also respect how much the command center. I mean, we don't get to see it much in this episode, but just the set piece of the command center, how simple it was.
Oh yeah.
And they did so much with so little.
Yeah.
That and then speaking of which, you talked about the Rad Bug. I think they did a great job with props here. Like they make use of everything that they have with them.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah. Simple is sometimes better. Again, just going back and watching this episode, it really made me realize this season again. It really made me realize how simple of a season. I mean, while we treat it like it's just the end all be all, like Mighty Morphin can do no wrong, it is a very simple season, but the cast and the music makes it amazing. It really does. We want to treat it like it was that much more complicated, like it was just better done. There were better things about it, but it just shows you how important the cast is.
But it does also make me think, why did Zordon choose these 5? Because they are not teenagers with attitude.
Because they do mentorship programs as big sisters. That's exactly why. And one of them built a freaking rocket ship Volkswagen.
Well, that's why he got to graduate high school a year early.
He should have graduated freaking
College, MIT.
Should have graduated kindergarten, okay? He should have like graduated like as a 5-year-old.
What was your favorite part, Cal?
Man, I was not a fan of this episode.
Oh, why not?
I just found the child very
Annoying?
irritating.
Oh.
Well, that was kind of like her whole gimmick, though.
Yeah.
She's like, I would not be a big sister to
I'm
her
gonna
personally.
say the Sunday was my favorite part.
The Sunday. I love that Jason.
Sunday.
I love that Jason the whole time was like, you can't eat it. You can't eat it. You can't eat it.
Totally. You know what? Well, I guess we can talk about this after we review the show, because there's a couple questions I had. And
Yes.
just really going over people like us talking about actual deep cut Power Ranger stuff. So I feel like there's something that I was trying to like figure out, and I asked a couple people, and I really like to get your opinion on this, but we'll talk about it when we get there.
Cool beans.
Just remind me.
I will.
But I might actually have to agree with Kelly. I wasn't a fan of this episode either.
It wasn't a great episode. I mean,
The Rad Bug was the only shining thing to me.
Yeah.
The Rad Bug was a cool introduction. I do like the lesson as far as taking the time to be a big sister. That's cool. I thought Rita being on Earth for no reason is like, why was she on Earth? So, but nothing really happened except Bulk getting traumatized that he will never eat with his back against the crowd ever again.
Skull I think his only thing in this episode was laughing at him.
Yeah.
Like, that's all Skull
It was
did.
weird because they cut to him. He's like holding a salt shaker, and I'm like, what's he doing?
What's he doing with the
Is
salt
he gonna
shaker?
pour it in Bulk's ice cream or something? And then like they cut to Bulk, and the chili just dropped on him, and then it cuts back to Skull, and he's like,
Have you guys noticed how close
What's
Brian
Skull?
McKinney's laugh is to Skull's?
Oh goodness, he is freaking Skull. He is definitely down the line of Skull lineage.
He is. He's a Skulovich.
She's a Skullovich.
That Skulovich crest.
That also means he's destined to get with the Pink Ranger.
True that.
Hey.
Well, that's rumored. That's all hearsay.
It's facts. I don't care. It happens. He got with Kimberly Hart.
I think that this episode lacked. I honestly think that they tried to use plot devices and they said, you know what? Just whatever.
yeah.
Like, they almost were just like, let's just make it.
But they still took the time to introduce the Rad Bug.
I think that's the only.
That's where all
You know-
the budget went to.
Do we see? I mean, I jog my memory a little bit.
What's that?
Do we see? How often do we actually see the Rad Bug though?
Not very. It gets dropped like after season 1.
They were like, well, we made this stupid car. No, nobody wants to drive it.
I feel like all the production budget went to the Rad Bug, and then that was it.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Like, okay, can we replicate this thing? Yes, that's gonna be the entire episode. Deal.
This is what the Rangers' paychecks was going for. Is the Rad Bug.
Oh, sad face. That's why they walked off the show.
That's why they walked off the show. The Rad Bug makes more money than us.
It's probably true.
But again, we do have the super chat feature. Hit that feature if you would like to support our show. And like you see, MJ Spud here just got something for his supporting of our show. We have a lot more of that stuff to give out, so all you got to do is hit that super chat button. If you have any questions or comments that you'd like us to read, or kind of, any questions. I don't know how personal we want to get our questions, but we'll answer almost anything.
Speaking of goals, I'm not one to tell you guys how much to support because we appreciate anything that you give us. With that said, it has to be like 50-ish for me to do the Operation Overdrive theme song. I'll tell you that right now.
50-ish, but you'll dance to everything else.
No, that's going to be a
Or
little
you'll
bit more.
sing to everything else.
At least 50 for me to do the Operation Overdrive theme song. So who's going to take that challenge? That's my challenge out to everyone out there. Just saying.
And like I said, we still got this. I don't know how much I'm looking for this. I got to cover this. How much I'm looking for this.
Oh, first question. questions already popped up from MJ Spud back
MJ
at
Spud.
it again. Do you guys have any tattoos? MJ Spud has a Batman/Bat Family sleeve.
Wow.
So does that mean it's also got Robin and Batgirl on it?
That's awesome.
Is that what you mean by Bat Family?
That's really cool.
I have 0 tattoos because I am a wuss.
I have a few. You have
I have a half sleeve. Yes, I have a half sleeve, which goes all the way back to my traps.
That looks good.
I have a few. I have.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember that one on your hand.
I have a Kryptonian J. I have
Whoa, wait, what? Oh, that's right, dude. I don't know. I forget. Oh, because your bracelet.
Kryptonian J.
Yeah.
I have the Cobra Commander symbol. I have an Arashikage from G.I. Joe.
I don't think I've seen your Cobra Commander symbol.
I'll show
Take
you
off
later.
your jacket.
I'm not gonna take off my jacket.
Arashikage.
I have the Arashikage from G.I. Joe. I have a decent amount of tattoos, believe it or not.
I'm thinking about getting another one. Forearm,
I
probably.
think I've been wearing a lot of. It's been cold out here lately, and today's a little warmer though.
And this studio is kind of chilly.
This studio happens to be really chilly.
But
I will say this too. Thank you, by the way, MJ Spud.
MJ Spud, international
Give
love.
him something, DJ.
Yep, give him something else?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, MJ Spud pulling something else from the grab bag of goodiness that Mr. Joe and the hashtag show is going to give you. And we have.
same one. Grab
No,
a
it's a different one. It is a different
Is
one.
it
It's a different
Jungle
set. We have
Sorry,
Jungle
guys.
Fury Ranger keys.
I don't know anything over here.
Thank you so much, MJ Spud. Appreciate you, sir.
Yes, thank you, MJ Spud. These two will be coming to you. Kelly is typing in your information right now as we speak.
Cool. So if you had to rate this episode 1 through 5, I mean, obviously we said we weren't the biggest fan, but if you had to rate it, what would you give it, Mr. Joe? He would give it
1.5.
He gave it indigestion. Kelly?
I'll give it a 1.
I'm going to give it a 2 for the Rad Bug.
Okay.
I'm going
All
to
right.
give it a 2.
Two
So
for the Rad Bug. Do we have a list?
we could do our retro moments.
Oh yeah, retro.
We could do our retro moments, and basically we're going to save our list for our Ninja Steel regular live stream. But for me personally, just I don't know. I'm going to go with. I'm just going to go with Bulk getting dumped by the chili.
That's your retro moment. That's a
my
good
retro,
moment.
that's my retro moment.
I'm gonna go with the line. The Rad Bug goes 0 to 3,000
And 2.8
2.8
seconds. Impressive.
My line, or my moment, is the line where Maria was like, "Shut up, chicken feather face," or something like that.
Oh.
So that's my moment. I don't remember the exact line, but it did make me laugh. So
There you go.
points for that one.
Points for that one.
Anyways, guys, go back and watch this episode, Big Sister, episode 7 from Mighty Morphin. Let us know what your favorite moment is. Let us know what you thought about this episode, and also let us know if you had any type of older sibling, or if you were an older sibling mentorship to somebody else. So we want to hear all about it.
You know, and we got through that episode mighty fast, which makes me think that we could talk about Power Ranger stuff.
We can,
Or,
but you also had some questions that you want to ask too.
I do. I'll get there in a second. You know what we do have though? We have these cool that hashtag show Doctor Strange shirts.
They're so cool.
A Doctor Strange Stranger Things logo shirts. If anyone donates $20, we'll be giving these out. These are exclusive to the hashtag show. You only actually could get these at LA Comic Con.
Yeah, yeah,
LA Comic Con was the only place we were selling them. But
yes.
$20.
So basically, it's a mashup between Stranger Things and Doctor Strange.
That's right. That'll
Very
be
cool.
here too. But all right. So here's what I was thinking.
Talk to us.
If the original Rangers would have never left the show, because you're under the impression that Jason would remain the leader.
Absolutely.
I'm under the impression he would have remained the leader until Zeo.
I really disagree.
I think that the Zeo, because his popularity was too strong. Like,
Jason's?
I mean,
Tommy's.
I think that they
don't
would have
disagree.
changed it.
I don't disagree. Okay, my bad. Get to your question.
Well, I think they would have changed it. I think that what happened with Rocky would have happened with Jason.
As far as the demotion,
Or he would have lost his powers and then come back as the Gold Ranger.
this is the way I see it, and it has nothing to do with just popularity. I feel like this has to do with production as well. So I feel like Tommy was a very popular character. Obviously, they were interested enough to where he was going to get his own show. Not just Tommy, but Jason David Frank.
Sure.
He was going to be in Cybertron, which ended up being VR Troopers. And that's where we had the whole Ryan Steele or Brad Hawkins exchange. So I feel like Tommy's elevation to the centerfold, he was a popular character, but in terms of being the centerfold leader, he was always the cool character though. He was always the cool character. He was always the mysterious, reserved Arsenal character. I feel like that wouldn't have happened if Austin, Walter, and Tui didn't make mention early on, like, hey, we're threatening to leave. I think after that, the plan went into effect.
It's interesting because I was talking to Seamus from Den of Geek, who you know really well.
Sure.
Because I asked him about it too, just out of curiosity, what he would say. He thinks the same thing. I don't know. He was probably misinformed, but he did think that the lines of him becoming the leader, the Power Rangers leader when he became the White Ranger, wasn't a post-production thing. But I think it absolutely.
I absolutely think it was. The reason why, sorry to cut you off, but actually, if you notice in that episode, and even the subsequential, I know English, but the subsequential episodes, Jason is still the leader. It's filmed like him being the leader. He even calls out the morph still. Jason still is in the center. Like, it's still filmed as if Jason was the leader, so you could tell that they filmed the episodes in advance. And then eventually, which is why they had to do the reshoots as far as Tommy wearing green again, as far as making him, the centerfold.
I personally think that Tommy was going to end up becoming the leader.
I gotta disagree.
During
Gotta disagree.
I'm curious to what you guys in the chat think. Do you think that if the original Rangers would have stayed, if Tommy would have ended up becoming red, or the leader, and Jason would have been demoted to either blue or losing his powers altogether and becoming gold?
I honestly think it would have been interesting to see the characters of Jason, Zach, and Trini with the Ninjetti powers. I think that dynamics was kind of built up. Matter of fact, Austin has repeatedly admitted that he was approached for the original '94 movie. He was approached many times for the '94 movie, and he kept shooting it down. So again, there's a lot of hearsay. There's a lot of maybe and speculations, but I really do think that Jason would have stayed as leader as long as they could have.
See, I don't. I just think the character of Tommy was way too popular. And I think that they would, especially you got to think too, in Zeo, where if they would have demoted Tommy to another character, with the Japanese footage wouldn't have matched up and it wouldn't have made him the focus. Where I feel like Power Rangers, well, the Red Ranger in Zeo, he has a lot of focused episodes.
Yep.
I don't necessarily think that the Green Ranger does, or even the Blue Ranger for that matter.
Okay.
Not nearly as many as the Red Ranger. And since taking the popularity of that character, marketing-wise and toy-wise, you're going to want to put the most popular character in the most episodes, because that's what's going to sell.
Sure, but I feel like they would have found a way just because Power Rangers is toys. What you're saying makes a whole lot of sense. I don't know if Jason would have necessarily got demoted, but it might have been another plot or another...
Yeah, I don't think, maybe not demoted is the wrong word. I definitely think Tommy would have ended up being red, though. And I definitely think that, because I think it just seemed like they were moving in that direction with that character anyway.
I don't know. I feel like they would have found a way because Tommy was iconically known for the shield and having such a unique aesthetic compared to the rest of the core Rangers. I don't know. I feel like they would have found a way, kind of like how Tommy was always late in Mighty Morphin as the Green Ranger, because in Zoo Danger they had to match the footage because in the Green Ranger in Zoo Danger, that's hard to say, was never there. He always came at the last minute. Same thing with the White Ranger. They had to splice footage together. They had to find a way to make him so they filmed all original footage.
But that's exactly why I think that they would make him red. It's because they don't have to do that.
Sure, but the other thing is, I think they would have found a way to like, for instance, they could have made like a Tommy arc where he's trying to find the Gold Ranger powers, or find a new power source or something like that. He would still been a focus, but not necessarily film a lot as a Ranger. You know what I'm saying?
I'm curious, what do people in the chat say about this?
So to the first question you had asked, MJ Spud said yes, but Blackwing said no, absolutely not.
I don't know what that means.
Well, you got
the first question.
Take it slow. You guys keep jumping to question to question.
MJ Spud and Blackwing. What was that a response to?
Daniel Romano had said, "I would have loved to see them in the Ninjetti suits."
Yes.
Blackwing said, "Tommy is actually to me overrated, very." Daniel Romano said, "I have to agree with Joe on this one. Not just saying that as a Tommy fan, but sales-wise, he was the most popular."
No, I don't disagree. He was the most popular, yes.
Troy Two-Face had said Tommy would have been the leader for the third season. MJ Spud agrees with Blackwing that Tommy is overrated.
Oh, I agree too. But just the nature of the character and the popularity, I think, would have put him in the center.
Blackwing has said, "Every time I think of MMPR, Tommy immediately pops into my head." Daniel Romano says, "Tommy, like it or not, had the most interesting evolution as a Ranger. Second would be Billy."
I agree.
Absolutely.
I actually would even go as far as say Billy might be first as evolution in terms of a Ranger.
Red Ranger says it seems like Tommy was made the leader when Austin left.
Correct.
Jamal Van Westering said, "Tommy isn't the leader type. He doesn't come off as a natural leader."
I agree with that too.
I disagree with that.
I agree with that.
I disagree mainly because I think you get to see Tommy becomes the real leader when Adam, Rocky, and Aisha are there. And then in Zeo, arguably, I think Tommy is arguably a better leader than Jason.
here's my points on that. Tommy was definitely more of a leader in Zio, and actually he was a good leader in Zio. I would definitely agree with that. I also agree with the fact that Tommy was more of a leader once. Well, obviously he became a leader immediately before Jason.
Sure.
Before Rocky, Aisha, and Adam joined the team. But I don't think he was ever the leader type. I think he evolved to be the leader type. I think he was forced into it. Austin, Jason, his portrayal was very much machismo, but even if it wasn't, it was very much I'm calm, cool, collected, while Tommy was always the cool guy. Tommy was always the cool, come in the clutch, really powerful, but also looked really different from the rest of them. And then when he became, I'll be honest with you, it started dawning on me that Tommy became less cool, definitely by Turbo, by Zio, once he became a regular Ranger. And I know he's a Red Ranger, I know he's a leader, but once he lost all the specialness to him, that's when I was like, oh, Tommy is just Tommy.
See, I disagree. I think
Tommy is just Tommy.
For me, Zio Tommy was the best Tommy.
As a character, for me, yes.
Like, I think that I'm not a huge Green Ranger fan. The Green Ranger's cool, but I'm not a huge Green Ranger fan. I was way more about the Red Ranger, the Blue Ranger, the Black Ranger, but not a huge Green Ranger guy. But the White Ranger, aesthetically, was awesome. I don't necessarily think he was a great leader when he was the White Ranger.
He destroyed the Zords.
I think when he was the Red Ranger in Zio is when you really get I think that's when you get his biggest character development. I think that's when you get to see Tommy as Tommy, and you get to see the real Tommy, I feel like, because they were comfortable writing him at this point. I think that's King for a Day.
Oh, best arc ever.
King for a Day
is
so good, and I think that Tommy was always the forefront of that. Now, granted, if any Ranger had come in and been a 6 Ranger like how Tommy was, I don't think it lived up to what Tommy ever was, green or white.
I guess for me, it's just knowing where, like for instance, if I were to not know anything about Tommy by Turbo, like for instance, going from, oh, you are my chosen Ranger, to you are created from the white light, to even adopting from the Zeo Crystal, you know what I mean? But you kind of see the evolution from going from, holy crap, what's he about? Holy crap, he's the son of Zordon type of character, to, okay, he's the Red Ranger. Really cool, but went from one to the other. By the time it got to Turbo, it was like nothing special.
Sure. Nothing special.
Okay, so you're saying that a color switch might have happened, but you don't necessarily think he might have been the leader by Zio.
Oh, I think he would have been the leader.
Oh, you are saying that.
Yeah, he would have. The color switch would have happened, and I think he would have been the leader.
Interesting. I kind of feel opposite. What you're saying makes sense, but I kind of feel like they would have maintained.
Well, the main reason I say that though is toy sales. Like at the end of the day, that's what it's going to come down to. And listen, we all know that these things here, there's a market for toys.
Sure.
And that's what these are made for essentially. And I think that Saban would have not passed up that opportunity of making, all right, Tommy's our face of the franchise. Why would we lessen him or give him, especially in Zio? Because let's say he did become the Gold Ranger, he leaves or whatever. They wouldn't have sold the other 5 figures as well as they would have sold the Gold Ranger. So why waste the money? Why try to hold out and not make that money right off the bat? I think Saban for sure would have made him the Red Ranger.
I see what you're saying.
I mean, the guy almost got his own TV show.
I know. He was brought back specifically. But here's the thing, too. The other thing you have to consider, and then again, respecting your position, respecting everyone's position,
Sure,
everyone's
absolutely.
opinion. I felt like it was a last minute. I mean, we don't even know if he would have necessarily came back.
No.
We don't even know if he would have necessarily came back. So, I mean, there's a lot of what if scenarios.
This is all of what
A
if.
lot of speculation because Jason could have stayed and the character of Tommy could have simply left.
Yep.
Could have
Which was
simply
the
left.
plan, which is a crazy thing.
And then Brad Hawkins could have been our Gold Ranger. Our White Ranger. Our White Ranger. Asking Rabbit again. Okay, but our White Ranger. So there's a lot of what if. But if Tommy and Jason were still on the same team, it would have been really interesting to see which direction it went. Because I do feel like Jason was a strong character. Tommy was the most popular character. Power Rangers is toy sales, but at the same time, once the other 3 left, Tommy was the White Ranger, all the toys had the White Ranger on it, and I get it. But there wasn't necessarily a lot of toys for the White Ranger either.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So let us know what you think. Let us know what you think, where you think the story would have went if Jason would have stayed, or once it got to Zio, how that would have worked. So please let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think about it.
Anybody?
PR Lost Galaxy says, I'm tired of Tommy overall. Daniel Romano said, thankfully they redeemed Tommy in Dino Thunder when he became the Mentor/Ranger.
A freaking professor.
Strider Xantho says,
That's when they really.
Yeah, it's really jumped.
Says, funny thing, people hate TJ for the whole sacrifice of Zords, but I actually like TJ more than Tommy and Turbo.
Ouch.
I do too, and I'll tell you why.
You don't like TJ?
No, I love TJ. I like him better than Tommy and Turbo because I think.
Oh, I agree.
I think honestly, Tommy and Turbo, he phoned it in.
What did I hear?
That he liked TJ.
He liked
better
TJ.
than
Oh,
Tommy.
no, 100% agree, yes. And he did phone it in.
He did phone it in.
Completely.
Strider Xanthos also says, Tommy's problem in Turbo was the Sentai footage. Random Duelist 5 says, Tommy said they had to keep fighting, right, even though Zordon said they could lose their powers doing so. Red Ranger 241 says, also Jason's response to Zordon making Tommy the leader is so weird. I wouldn't be surprised if the line was, are you happy with the new member of the power team instead of leader?
Exactly. Completely agree.
Daniel Mono says, Turbo was a mess all around. Don't think they knew what to do with him in Turbo, Morph, and Zeo. They knew what they were doing with him. Let me see if I've got any new ones.
What's your opinion, Kelly?
Well,
You're not there yet, so you
I'm
can't
not-
really answer.
That's not.
I'm the newbie.
I did say that because I just saw that.
I am the newbie Ranger fan, so I am still catching up, and I have a lot of catching up to do before I can really put in some detailed input like these two guys. One man Sentai said, I do think Tommy's overrated, but I'd be interested in, it would be interesting if for the sequels, the actors they had for Tommy's dad would be JDF.
A lot of people want it. A lot of people. Oh, you son of a. Okay.
No, I don't. Hey.
Glenn McDaniel said, I love White Rangers. White Rangers are the best in the world.
That's.
Well, that's very specific. Okay.
Hey, White Rangers are cool. Like I'm lukewarm with White Rangers. I like the Mighty Morphin White Ranger,
There hasn't been a lot. That's the problem.
but there hasn't been a lot. Yeah, I'm not a fan at all of the Rhino White Ranger and Jungle Fury.
Okay, so let's go down the list of white Rangers that we can recall off the top of our heads. We had Mighty Morphin White, Tommy.
Aquitar,
We've had Alyssa from Wild Force. We've had
Alien Ranger.
Alien Rangers. Oh, Delphine.
Delphine.
Absolutely, which is probably up there as far as White Rangers. I think she was really good.
She was great.
She was amazing.
Now that's a leader.
That's a leader.
Like somebody that you clearly knew who the leader was.
Exactly. 110% agree with that. We also had the Rhino Ranger.
Hated it.
I was not.
Hated it.
Okay, call me weird, and I'm not trying to make it a thing. I really, because one thing I love about Power Rangers is diversity. Diversity. I thought a brother should have been a Rhino Ranger. I don't even care. I thought a brother should have been the Rhino
Oh my
Ranger.
gosh, there's no African, there's no black people on that on Jungle Fury.
Not at all. Not that there has to be a black person, but at the same time, it would make sense to me for a brother to be a Rhino Ranger. It might have been a little derivative for us. Oh, he's a Rhino because he's black. Like, no, Rhinos are awesome.
Rhinos are awesome.
Just say it. Just like TJ should have been the Black Ranger in space, or
I
the Red Ranger.
I
in
agree
space.
wholeheartedly. TJ. Now again, I'm not super familiar with Mega Ranger, but I do know that eventually the Black Ranger becomes like the leader of the team.
It's not that he becomes; he was the leader. It's more like
I don't know why they just didn't make TJ the Black Ranger. It doesn't make any sense.
Again, the whole
Is it the race thing?
yes, completely the
So
race thing.
stupid.
Well, even now, like, with first season, Mighty Morphin, people talk about how racist that season was.
And it really wasn't.
No.
The original Yellow Ranger was Hispanic. Fact. So it wasn't a deliberate casting choice. It ended up being that,
But that's what some people talk about. And
Oh,
I felt
sure.
like they wanted to avoid that with the first movie.
You know
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
We haven't even got to these.
Oh, anyways,
I forgot we had these.
we appreciate your feedback. Keep them coming. Even after the show ends, write us some comments, and we'll do our best to shout you out.
And like I said before, we are going to be keep chatting with you live in the super chat because we like talking about Power Rangers, obviously.
Yes, we do. So we're going to get to your questions and comments from last week's episode from Ninja Steel.
I'm sure you guys have more than me, so why don't you guys start?
Sure. We'll start off with Carlo Martinez. What up, Carlo Martinez? He says, hey guys, love the show. Best wrap up so far. I have to agree with DJ. Best song to wrap up the podcast. Here are my top 5 favorite Ranger season numbers. Number 5, SPD, exclamation point, exclamation point. Number 4, Ninja Storm. Number 3, Turbo. Number 2, Zeo. And number 1, Mighty Morphin. We got some hashtags. Hashtag Kelly is beautiful with a happy
thank
smiley
you.
face. Hashtag Kelly got moves. Oh, you were dancing throughout the
I
whole
was
thing.
dancing. I was
It,
doing
it was
like
legit
this
cute. I will say
and
that. It was legit cute. Hashtag DJ Hatboss. Hashtag Krishna is awesome. Hashtag, and I love this one, we miss Brian.
Meh. I'm just kidding. Wait, did we totally miss you?
P.S. DJ, how many hats do you own? Because every time you come up, you have the same hat. By the way, love your hat, bro. keep the hard work to everyone. Oh, I guess it's keep up the hard work to everyone. I have a few hats. I like to try to keep the Ranger hat to the
He's
Ranger
got a
stuff.
hat bag
I do have a
that he
hat.
brings with him.
Oh, you do.
Well, I bring hats. I do have a hat.
It's awesome.
I have a hat
I
arsenal.
love it.
Miss Kelly?
Next up, Joelle Quiroz. What's up, guys? Great wrap-up review like always. To be honest, I'm not really feeling Ninja Steel. Hopefully in the future improves. Like DJ, I need more ninja feel into it, and we need more explanations.
Yeah.
My top 5 Power Ranger robots: 5 Robonite from Megaforce, 4 Centurion from Turbo, 3 Circuit from Time Force, 2 RIC from SPD, and number 1 Alpha 5 from Mighty Morphin.
Who's RIC?
RIC is from SPD.
Who's that?
The dog.
Oh, the dog. Gotcha.
P.S. Shout out to hashtag Krispy Kreme Donuts with the awesome Power Ranger movie sweets.
Nom nom
Smiley
noms.
emoji with sticking out tongue and donut emoji. Those were some amazing donuts.
All the nums. All the nums.
They
Dude,
were
really good
great.
donuts.
Yeah, I heard you had like
Hashtag
3.
Kelly
You
is
underestimated
bae.
that one.
Thank you
3
so
times
much.
2.
Hashtag DJ the Hat King. Hashtag Missing Joe with sad solemn face.
Hey, I'm back. I'm back. Only for this week, though.
Never
I'm
been
gone next.
lost. You know, I said never leave
Hashtag
again.
Kelly needs to watch more Power Rangers seasons. Hashtag Netflix. That is so true.
Well, we'll get there.
Hashtag we're working on it, and that's why she's here, because Kelly is bae. Duh.
MJ Spud 97. Hey,
Let's
hashtag
go.
international love here. What are these emojis?
Those are the British hat
The
people.
British hat
man.
guy.
Oh, I was gonna say
They're-
ring
what are they
pop.
called?
I thought it was a ring too.
I thought it was
actually.
a ring
No,
pop.
it's the
The Imperial Guards.
the guards. Are they called Imperial
Royal
Guards?
Guards.
Royal Guards.
Royal Guards?
They're called Royal Guards.
MJ Spud, where you at? Tell us what the guys are called.
Here's
We don't know.
my 5 list. Number 5, Operation Overdrive is number 5. Number 4, Alpha 6, even though his voice is annoying. Number 3, RIC from SPD. Number 2, the Bulldog version of RIC, who lives with Sergeant Silverback from Power Rangers SPD. Number 1, obviously the original Alpha 5, and keep sharing the Power Ranger love all around the world. P.S. Just wondering, has the stuff I've got from you guys been posted yet? Sorry if it came across rude.
It has not. That's
a Kelly question.
Well, actually, producers couldn't find the address, so
Yeah, they
I
couldn't
had to
find the
message
address.
him on Instagram to get the address. We do have JD working hard getting some of those addresses. And by the way, if I may interrupt, Gold Blaze and Adam Catcher, we do not have your addresses yet. Can you please message us on that hashtag show's Facebook with your addresses?
Hashtag Kelly the Red Muffin Ranger. I think that's a cupcake, donut, and a piece of cake.
Yes, all those sweets.
Hashtag Kelly is Bay Heart. Hashtag
Thank you.
DJ the Hat King. Top hat and crown.
Actually, I'm gonna say what it really says. It says DJ the King.
Oh, it says DJ the King. I just
Damn right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hashtag DJ's amazing tattoo peace sign. Hashtag Joe's the Phantom Ranger guy. Hashtag Joe future snake lover.
Guy.
3 snakes and a heart.
Yeah. Shout out to International
Nice.
Love. Oh, it's my turn. So I have a comment from FF Justice. What up, FF Justice? He says, hashtag everything is, holy crap, okay.
Awesome.
Everything, close. Everything is epic. Everything is cool when you're a part of the team. Everything is epic when you are living on in Ninja Steel. Did I do that right?
I think so.
Holy, yes. Amazing hashtag that I could not, sorry, I tried.
That's all the characters in Twitter just for that hashtag.
Just for the one, yes. Firstly, wow, my hashtag Trinity has been taken off like hotcakes or something, and we appreciate that. We love hashtag Trinity. Another great Ranger wrap-up. Lastly, I'm someone who avoids arguing against why someone dislikes something, but my Power Ranger fan aside, does anyone other than me refuse to dislike anything from the Power Rangers movie? I've actually studied comments from people who dislike things of the movie since the Ranger exoskeletons were revealed. And I see a pattern. Not surprising, but the things in the movie that are hated is because it looks different.
Wait, which movie?
The one that's coming up, I believe.
Oh.
People are hating on Alpha 5 because he looks like a creepy bug, but get this, Alpha is from Edenoi, which includes a humanoid race who evolved from bugs. The Masked Rider is from there. Really cool. Alpha 5 is likely a reflection of an entire race, so realistically, what else is Alpha 5 supposed to look like? And if I dislike Alpha's design, I'm technically disliking Alpha 5's nature, like disliking angelfish. I believe that's supposed to say. And could the multi-legs on the Mastodon and Triceratops be there to help them maneuver all that weight faster? So to answer your question, yes, I see some of the same criticisms. No, it's not going to affect me one bit because I want to see it. I actually like interpretations. I'm not one of those purists that needs to stick 100% to the source material. There's multicolors, there are 5 teenagers, there are Zords, there's a big giant head, and there's a robot called Alpha 5. I'm going to watch this Power Ranger movie.
Alpha 5 is awesome in this movie.
Awesome, there you go.
Nobody's gonna hate Alpha 5.
Perfect.
Good.
Love it.
I don't think, at least. I could be wrong.
Next up, Cyril Moore. I love the Turbo Robot Rangers. Robo Knight was awesome.
yeah.
Who's your favorite White Ranger? Mine's Tommy and Trent.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I forgot about Trent.
I forgot about Trent too. My favorite White Ranger, Tommy.
Yeah, yours is Tommy for sure.
I mean, I'm not a huge Tommy fan, but I like the costume a lot.
I'll go with Delphine.
That's a good answer.
I'll go with Delphine.
Jalen Glover. Hey guys, I like this episode a lot. Please keep up the great work as always.
Jalen Glover.
As far as my favorite mech, I really can't decide on which ones are my top 5, but the ones I really like the most are RIC from SPD. And hopefully, whenever I get a chance, I will definitely use the super chats. Maybe send you guys $50 or more. Be on the lookout.
Oh, thank you.
I also have a question for each one of you, or a question for each love you. What Power Ranger season do you want to be remade into a newer version? Love you all. Peace, love, and Power Rangers.
Jalen Glover just asked, did they read our comments yet? We just read yours, Jalen.
Just read yours.
We literally just did. So to answer your question, which was, what season do we think should be
redone? I don't know if that means in a movie or like a reboot TV show.
I'm gonna say reboot. Let's go with that.
MJ Spud, man.
Joe.
Oh wait, I think he wants to know what season.
Yeah, so I'm asking you.
Oh, you're asking me. What season do I want to see redone? I don't want to see it redone, but I want to see it revisited as RPM.
I would agree, but just to give you a different answer, you know what? I'll throw SPD in that mix.
That's
I'll
all
throw
right.
SPD.
Well, now New Cadets.
Yeah, next generation, some stuff. And, you know, honorable mention would be In Space.
Yeah. Cal?
Also, shout out to MJ Spud.
MJ Spud threw in another 2 pounds. Shout out to you, buddy. You are
Hashtag
here down to
in-
support.
He already has these
Yes,
keys.
he has both the 2 Ranger keys.
Ah, jeez.
Set and thank you.
You know what? Then I'll send you this. I'll send you the production notes
Wow,
for
dude, that's
Power
amazing.
Rangers
Yeah.
instead of the keys.
That's awesome.
I don't want
That's really awesome.
to. It has every and the cool thing is, it has all the bios of all the actors. It has why they designed the suits the way they
Oh,
did.
what am I looking?
It has how they trained for the movie. It has how the new suits, even why they everything about these about
Like the choices and stuff.
right how this new Rita came about. It has every single fact about the Power Ranger movie, and it also has spoilers. So that'll be fun.
Well,
MJ
it'll
Spud.
take a while to get to him.
Maybe not.
Well, we'll get to him as soon as possible. But I will
But
say
the movie
this.
comes out in less than a week, right?
Oh, I
No,
didn't
it
say-
comes out on the 24th.
Oh, it does?
Well, I didn't say it was
Okay.
gonna beat the movie. I just said it will get there as soon as possible.
Yes, that's true. We'll get there.
But anyways, dude, that's
All
an
right.
amazing gift, dude, and you deserve it.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for your support, man. Seriously, you deserve this.
Yes,
Yeah.
you do. And
Really
also,
awesome movie, by the way.
yeah. Well, I'll try to get it signed by the Rangers tomorrow when I do the interview. So
Wow.
hopefully that'll be a thing too.
Dude.
I'll try.
Hashtag international.
Hashtag international love.
That was terrible. What's up, me?
I think you're up.
Boy, yay. Okay, so I have one from Angel Reyna. What's up, Angel? Assuming he or she says Ninja Steel is more Ninja Star themed than Ninja themed. Yes, absolutely true. Ninja Steel is absolutely 1000% Ninja Star themed. If you couldn't tell by the giant Ninja Star fan in their headquarters, their Ninja shaped watch on the wrist, their Ninja throwing stars, and just everything being a star. Oh, and their mentor is a giant star with the mirror on the wall. That's cool. Yay.
MJ Spud's making a commotion in the chat over here. He's so excited.
Yay!
Next up, damn, Quilty.
Damn, Quilty.
Amazing wrap up, DJ Kelly and Krishna. Those Ranger donuts look awesome, and
They
they
were.
tasted awesome.
All in.
That cover was cool.
You went from 6 to 8.
I already can't remember.
I am sorry for the overly long comments. Sometimes I just write. True, Abigail's art is great. Her Ranger fan art and portraits are great. And you're great. We don't mind your long comments. Sometimes you might have to edit them. But we appreciate how much you guys are involved with us. It is awesome. We love hearing what you guys have to say.
Tiffany Stewart, I missed this one, but be there next week. Look out for T Swagger. Also, I think the Gold Ranger is going to be like Ryan on Lightspeed Rescue. He was evil, then he turned back into good, so I guess it might be like that. Ranger Robot 3 Alpha, Ranger Robots 3 Alpha, 2 Robo Knight, 1 Circuit. Hey guys, it's me again. Oh wait, did you put this into one thing? Just like this? Okay, hey guys, it's me again. I have a couple of things, and I noticed this episode, the monster in this episode looked like the cousin monster of the Power Rangers Mega Force, The Last Laugh. Also, when Haley had send when Haley sent Cody to the Rangers with her intercom. I think that's what that said. That's just how Kat did on Power Ranger Zeo. I don't know the episode's name, but it happens when Kat and the dog, I guess, she was looking after. Finally, the last scene of the episode, I was like so much because... Oh, I like so much because it's when Brody's brother Aiden, and I guessed it, and I would have given this episode a 4.5 because it's okay episode, but it shows the Gold Ranger, so he might be revealed earlier than the Gold Ranger in Dino Charge. That's some of the things I noticed in this episode. Sorry, I had to get it off my chest. Thank you, that hashtag show, for doing all this. See you guys later. Sorry if this is too long, but you know the Ranger fans are the best fans ever.
Just like you.
We love your comments, so thank you so much, Tiffany. You are awesome.
You
T
are
Swagger.
awesome. T Swagger in the house.
Hashtag T Swagger.
Hashtag T Swagger.
It's you?
It's you.
Already? Jeez, already. Well, I have a comment from your fan, Daniel Diaz. What up, Daniel? He says, Kelly, that shirt looks amazing on you.
Oh, I was like, that's Carlos Martinez, bro.
Yeah, different guy. So, and he also says, I think the Pink Ranger will look great on you too. And hi, Krishna, who's not here, but is with us from Rangers live chat in the chat. So it's like a chat and chat type of thing happening. Cool.
Yeah.
Next up, Mario Ayala.
Mario
Hi, guys.
Ayala.
Yo, Mario, what's up, man?
Hi guys, amazing Ranger wrap up, and sorry for not being with you these past 2 weeks because I was moving to my new home.
Awesome.
Congrats.
Where'd you move to, Mario?
We missed you, man.
I'm so hyped for Power Rangers Dino Force Brave, but why did they only make 12 episodes? I'm with DJ. We need more ninja theme on Ninja Steel.
I'm saying.
And the episode was hilarious, especially Victor and Monty's Saturday night part, and I give it 4 Ninja Stars.
Yeah.
Top 5 Ranger androids. 5 Mac from Operation Overdrive. 4 Robo Knight from Megaforce.
Yes.
3 Circuit from Time Force. 2 RIC from SPD.
What?
And 1 Alpha 5 from MMPR.
Yo. Oh, wait, that's the other alpha.
I am still waiting for the address to send you Puerto Rican candy.
Puerto Rico.
Dang, message us on the Facebook, or sorry, that hashtag shows Facebook. On
The Facebook.
The internet. Find us
The
on
interwebs of webs.
And
Sorry.
someone will get back to you with an address where you can send it at. To finish off your comment, great job like always. Hashtag international love and greetings from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico!
Oh!
Dude, you remember Alpha 6 with the yo?
Yo, from New York, Rangers.
Let's go for Demetria.
Yeah,
She was
I-
awesome.
Alpha 6. Natalie Ramirez says, I hope Ninja Steel doesn't bomb. Dino Charge was great and better than Samurai and Megaforce, but Supercharge wasn't all that good. But I think Ninja Steel will be the best Neo Saban season ever.
Whoa, big claims.
Damn, dog. Yeah, you're probably right.
Damn, Natalie.
I don't know if that's right, though. Ninja Steel's starting off a little weak for me.
We're gonna talk about it. I don't disagree. So, Lucius Cruson. Cruson? Maybe.
Send us that fan art, Lucius.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying,
Lucius.
Send him that address, Joe.
So he
Send Kelly
says,
address.
I quit.
hey guys, I'm so excited for the new Power Rangers movie. I have the Power Rangers movie pajama pants, and I still have the Dino Charge mask, so I'm super ready for the movie. And now for my favorite robot sidekicks. You need to send us a picture of everything you just said, by the way.
All at the same time.
All of everything you just said. Like, I want to see that. That'd be great. Number 5 is Tenso from Megaforce. 4, Mac from Operation Overdrive. 3, RIC from SPD. Number 2, Alpha, Mighty Morphin. And number 1, Circuit from Time Force. Hashtag Kelly, the Pink Cupcake Ranger. Cute. Hashtag DJ, the Black Hat King Ranger. Love it. Hashtag Krishna, the female red/yellow coffee ranger. And hashtag Joe, the gold beer ranger. Yes.
Wouldn't the
Hashtag Power Rangers, hashtag show.
Wouldn't the
lot of
red
hashtags.
and yellow ranger be the Hulk Hogan Ranger?
Yeah.
Running wild?
Hulkmania Ranger.
Hulkamania Ranger?
Next up,
Yeah,
Shadow
Pose.
Bird
his
804. Awesome as always. Can't wait for the next episode. I'd like to donate, but the super chat isn't available in Malta. DJ,
Yes?
Aiden was confirmed as the Ninja Steel Gold Ranger.
Oh, I'm so shocked.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
We're going to make sure that Gold Ranger
I've been at the top of the mountain.
And he's going to have a cowboy hat.
Sorry.
Always sharing the love with like 6 heart emojis. Hashtag international love. P.S. Feel free to send me one of those donuts. I don't know if it'd make it to you in good condition. I think it'd be pretty
What, you don't have a
stale.
Krispy Kremes in Malta?
Come on.
I think it'd be pretty stale. Thank you so much. You're awesome,
pretty
Shadow
sure-
Bird. And hi,
Nah,
Pat.
she's awesome.
I'm pretty sure I ate enough for all of you. bro.
The number fluctuates. Troy for 2. Oh, Troy for 2. That's not your name. It's Troy Two-Face. Another great wrap-up, guys. It seems to be that they're going to be... What is it? How do you say this?
Zio.
Zio-O.
Zio-O. The world route for the gold... Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The world route for the Gold Ranger. My list of Power Ranger robots: 5 Robo Knight, 4 Sentinel Knight, 3 RIC, 2 Circuit, and 1 Alpha 5/6.
He's so calm. So we have a comment from Blackwing2040. Hashtag B-Dub in the house.
He's right there.
Yeah.
What up, Blackwing? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Talking to us. Something like that. Hey guys, I was so late to the live wrap-up last time. I really love the ending of this episode. It was so sweet of Haley to dance with Rad Bug. I agree, Haley is a sweetie. Plus, seeing all the Rangers dance together was really amazing. I hope the Gold Ranger is not Aiden because it seems too obvious.
Oh, it's going to be Aiden.
Hey, well, you know. Yeah. Okay, so that's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. Also, DJ, you better sing, brother. Oh, we did the theme song last time. Yeah, thanks.
Hey, you better donate, Blackwing. I'm just kidding.
And Kelly better dance because she's... It was really
Because I
cute.
don't know the lyrics.
It was really cute, though.
I do my best.
You did. Never knew you had them pipes in you, bro. Plus, I have a communicator sound, notification sound as well. His robot sidekicks list is number 5, Tenso, number 4, RIC, number 3, Robo Knight, number 2, Circuit, and number 1, not Alpha 5, it's actually Alpha 6, so he is down with the yo, Rangers, we need it, it's Morphin time. Brooks. That is all.
Next up, One Man Sentai.
What up, One Man Sentai?
Omni Ranger Sanju. It's really been a long while since I left a comment. Since the last time I did, we weren't even introduced to the beautiful Miss Kelly yet. Well, hello, it's nice to meet you.
Wow, it's been that long
Whoa.
since he's been on the show.
Here's one thing you need to know. Hashtag Kelly is back.
You guys are so kind.
Hey.
On a side note, it was a nice surprise to see Kristen again after first meeting her at PMC 2016. So far, I'm liking Ninja Steel, and even though it's still a little rocky, I have good hopes for the season. With that said, I also wanted to give a shout out to Abigail for making me the Yellow Feeder Ranger in your hashtag team.
Yes.
I like to call Power Rangers VHS, Vigorious hashtag squad.
Whoa.
And
Whoa.
Blackwing for
Whoa.
telling you guys to check out my videos, which I hope you've seen and enjoyed. As always, thanks for giving us these episode recaps. P.S. Assuming you do a retro to the MMPR Big Sisters when this gets read, I give it a 3 out of 5 power coins. And I love the power formation.
Awesome.
Stay mighty, keep morphin'.
Oh, that was great. I like that sign-off. Stay mighty, keep morphing.
That was amazing. Also hashtag
Tiffany Stewart, welcome back.
Also hashtag Abigail is amazing. Seriously, thank you very much, Abigail Parker.
Yeah, she's great. She's not in the live chat though.
No, she
Shadowbird
has-
says we have boring
They
donuts.
mentioned it. That's what
Oh, Shadowbird, you got boring donuts in Malta. That sucks. I'm sure you guys have great food though. What is the traditional cuisine of Malta? I'm curious.
What would a vegetarian eat in Malta?
That's
What
great.
would a vegetarian eat in Malta? Have you ever thought about? In most parts of the world though, you're as a vegetarian, you're okay.
Yeah, I think that it's more
It's more in
accepting.
America.
Yeah, I think in the U.S. we're more meat eaters here.
Yeah.
Like, what would a
Definitely.
vegetarian eat in Texas?
Nothing.
You would literally,
I would
you know what you would eat?
starve.
Baked potatoes and onion rings.
Bread. I would eat
That's as
cornbread.
vegetables as you
Hey,
get.
enjoy this glass of water.
I'm actually be in Texas next week. Anybody want to hang out with me in Texas? I'll be in Austin. Only for a couple days. But who am I on? Oh, Tyler J. Carter. Do you think the Ninja Steel throwing away the Ninja Steel? Do you think about Ninja Steel throwing away the Ninja Steel, giving the Ranger abilities outside the suits like Preston being able to use real magic?
How do we think about?
I'm sure that's what it means. How do you think? What do you think about the Rangers? How do you think about Ninja Steel throwing away the Ninja? Yeah.
And then, okay, so the question is, how do we feel about Ninja Steel throwing away the Ninja elements
There you go.
and having civilian powers? I think I got it, or I think we got it. Ish. You already know how I feel. We need more Ninja elements. Again, you know what it is for me? It'd be a fine Power Ranger season if it wasn't called Ninja Steel. As a Power Ranger season, it's fine.
Should be called Ninja Star.
It should be called Throwing Star, or
Well, Throwing Super is a weird name.
well, okay, well, something not ninja, like something. Power Ranger Stars, Star Force, Star Crew, Star Group, Star
Superstar.
Super-
Power Ranger
Power
Star.
Ranger
Superstar.
Damn, there it is. That's what you get it. So that's how I feel about it. You?
I agree with you, man. This has. Why is it called Ninja anything?
Yeah.
This is like calling Super Mega Force
Fine.
was a terrible name.
But
but it made sense because it didn't mean anything. They could have named it anything. But
Also, it was a mega force in the sense that they had a mega team and they went super mega, and it was mega disappointing.
I mean, technically, they can name any season Mega Force because
I'm not saying you couldn't. I'm just saying it at least applied. This one does not apply.
It doesn't
Ninja
apply.
Steel. They're literally taking the little shrapnel pieces that they throw and they named it the title.
I don't get it.
It's
What
like
about
saying
you?
Power Rangers
Yeah.
Concrete Force.
I mean, if they're gonna,
Better name.
I like when shows stick to a theme.
Yeah.
Like you watch Star Wars, and it's not like they're gonna go race cars in the next episode. Like,
Oh, you never seen Power Rangers, have you?
well,
I'm
no,
kidding. I'm kidding.
that's part of this universe. I'm just saying it's not like there's gonna be like a whole movie about them entering like a race. Like it's about the Star Wars.
You're not gonna see Fast and Furious in Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Strider has a great Power Rangers Shinobi Steel, which I think would have been better as Power Rangers Shinobi Star.
I'd rather call this season Power Rangers Chainsaw Swords.
I would have, or Power Rangers Sitting on the Throne Megazord.
High chair.
High chair.
Power Rangers High chair.
No, I'm not.
I'm next.
Oh.
Here's the Japan boy.
Here to see
Japan Boy. Number 1.
This episode was surprisingly good. The part where Redbot was injured, I thought Haley was going to use Ninja Streak, but nope. The scene where Haley tied her communicator on Cody is the same or similar to one episode in Zeo where Kat, Zeo Pink, also tied her comm to her dog and gets help from the other Rangers. Compared to previous episode, I liked how Victor and Monty are being used in this episode.
I like Victor and Monty. I mean, I know they get a lot of criticism and hate, but you know what? I appreciate their efforts because they're following directions. They're doing what they can with the script.
Yes.
They're doing what they can with the script. So shout out to Victor and Monty. Especially Monty.
Oh, it's my
Now
turn.
it's your turn.
Edward Sanchez Productions, hashtag
Hashtag
Edward
Edward
Sanchez
Sanchez
approved.
approved.
This episode was great character development for both Haley and Redbot. But the best part of this episode is the ending. It had me on the edge of my seat. And as always, great job with the wrap up. Thank you so much, Edward Sanchez.
Thank you, Edward Sanchez.
Thank
I have
you.
a comment from Anthony de Dios. He says, or asks, I should say, would you guys ever do a drinking game of Power Rangers like the crew from the Flashpoint after show once did?
They stole that idea from me, by the way, because we figured it wouldn't necessarily work on Power Rangers. But you know what?
Guys, it is, we get here at like 12.
True.
Like, it's early.
Well, I'm sure it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Anthony technically didn't say what we had to drink. So
Okay.
we will consider the Power Jamba Juice.
What are the chances, guys? I have a question for you guys, too. Well, mainly, I mean, I guess we can talk about this off air, but if we moved the wrap up to a later time slot on a Saturday.
Well,
will
then
talk.
what happens to Super Saturday?
We'll talk about that.
We're going to talk. So we may or may not do the drinking game, and we may or may not be in the same time slot. Okay, so moving on.
You just went.
I just went.
Oh, you just went. Oh, so then it's my
That
turn.
was fast.
Felicity Giles. Giles. I know I pronounced it wrong once, and I cannot remember which was the right
I
pronunciation.
want to say it's child.
Giles.
I want to say it's Giles.
I want to say it's Giles because I thought I said Giles, and she said, "Oh no, you got it right the first time."
DJ's probably wrong, so I would go with what you guys think.
Now I think you're right.
I keep
I'll be
getting
right.
wrong. So this episode started and ended way too fast. It seriously didn't feel like it lasted 30 minutes. Other than that, Haley seemed out of character. She's always been sweet, so for her to act like Redbot doesn't have feelings was strange to see. I completely agree.
Robots have feelings. Robots have feelings.
I'd give it a 3 out of 5 only because I felt Haley was out of character. Otherwise, it was an okay episode.
Okay.
You know, we were just talking about a drinking game. That's how I got into Power Rangers Time Force, actually, when I was in college. We played it as a drinking game. We watched it as a drinking
You
game.
would be surprised how many of his stories include a drinking game.
A lot of my
A lot of Joe's stories end up with. By the way, Felicity, your new name is Felicity G. Kind of like Becky G.
Gee, like it.
Philly G.
Philly G. Oh, I like that too.
All right. Abigail Parker, great wrap up as always. Kristen did an awesome job. This episode was great. Love to see Redbot having feelings, dance with Haley. It was so cute. And yes, finally, we saw what happened to the Gold Ninja Star.
What?
Looks like we're getting an evil Gold Ranger. As Blackwing, I kind of hope it's not Aiden. It's too obvious. I would love to see someone no one has ever thought about. But I guess we'll see. Now, top 5 robot list. Number 5, Tensu from Megaforce. Number 4, Circuit from Time Force. Number 3, RIC from SPD. Number 2, Robo Knight. Number 1, Alpha 5/Alpha 6.
Boom. And hashtag Abigail is amazing. Also, I was about to throw mine. I was like, all right, one more.
Yeah.
Also, I just
I
wanna
got
say,
done first.
You did. Punk. I just want to say I love the fact that you guys are talking to each other. Abigail's talking about Blackwing, Blackwing's talking about Abigail, FF Justice, and et cetera, et cetera. I love the fact that you guys communicate and talk with one another and, support all of our after shows. Riverdale, Legion, Flashpoint.
Super Saiyan Saturday.
So all you guys, we appreciate you. Love the hashtag community. So thank you very much. I have a comment from Craig Anderson.
What up, Craig?
What up, Craig? He says, so far as a season, Ninja still isn't really impressing me so far. I'm not going to say I completely disagree.
RIC's pronounced Rick, by the way. I don't know why I kept saying RIC.
Well, because I started it and I don't know how it's pronounced.
It works. It's like between at and ATAT. It works.
True, it does work.
I'm just saying. Actually, militaristically speaking, it does work. Anyone says otherwise, yeah. So, anyways, not impressing me so far. I mean, I never thought it was possible to get another Red Ranger as boring as Troy from Megaforce. I don't know if he's as boring as Troy, but he's not as interesting. For sure. At least Troy got to kick water bottles with a leather jacket a lot, so that's cool, I guess. I also feel like this should have been an episode around Sarah instead, just because she's single and Haley is dating Calvin. I just find that weird. She was cheating on him. You're right. I don't like it. I don't like it anymore. You're absolutely right. We need to see more Sarah.
Yeah.
Because we need to see more Sarah.
She's hot.
She is hot.
And last but not least, Mikey Perez. Hey guys, great wrap up. I really enjoyed this episode. Then last week, 2 weeks ago, Haley has become my favorite character in Ninja Steel. I love having an animal in Power Rangers. I wish the dog turned into a Zord. I met Krista at Power Morphicon and we both love Lost Galaxy. My Morphin list, number 1, I'll start from the bottom. Number 5, Frax. Number 4, Blue Centurion. Number 3, Lord Mac. Number 2, Alpha MMPR. Zeo in Space hated Alpha 6. Number 1, Phantom Ranger, debatable.
Phantom Ranger's not a robot. I'm right here.
Joe is debatable. I want to say one thing though. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say, so continue.
What were you going to say?
I actually forgot, man.
There's a few things I want to talk about here in the Ranger community. Number 1, the movie's coming out on the 24th. We're going to see it as a group with Rangers live chat on the 23rd. That's going to be in Pasadena, California. If you're not familiar with Pasadena, it's where Power Morphicon is. After that, we are going to have an after party hosted by that hashtag Showing Rangers live chat, and that is going to be at Barney's Beanery. It is 21 and up, but we will have karaoke, and if anybody went to our Morphicon party, it was amazing, mainly because a bunch of the actors showed up. I can confirm that more actors are showing up this time around as well. I'm not going to say who, so just come out and be surprised, but there's also a chance we get some of these movie actors out. So there's that too. Also, anybody want to donate $20, you get a Doctor Strange hashtag show shirt. You can only really get those at, I don't even know.
LA Comic-Con.
LA Comic-Con, but that's yours because that's the one you wanted. Also, we got these guys.
Oh, snaps.
Wait, I can't see it. Cool. Damn.
These are our new hashtag Alpha 5 shirts.
Dang.
Donate $20, you get one of those too. That is made from a great shirt company called Vicious Kill Shirt Company. They do an amazing job. It's great quality. Alpha 5 rocking out. If you're a fan of Power Rangers, get that shirt.
So Vicious Kill.
Jezzer, I got one for you. Don't worry about it. I'll get one for you. But we have that stuff. Vicious Kill T-shirt company. Get your Alpha 5 shirts. Get your shirts. They make great designs there. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. Oh, big spoiler! I'm gonna spoil one part of the movie. I'm just kidding. That'd be great, right? You guys waited this long, and here's the big spoiler. Just kidding. But we are gonna be doing all that stuff, so we'll be putting that out on all of our social media. So check us out on that hashtag show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I think we have a Tumblr account that we don't use.
We have a Periscope account we don't use.
Periscope is so done.
Yeah, it is done.
dead.
Do you have a Vine? Do we have a Vine account?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Is Vine dead too?
I think Vine's dead. Vine died as soon as Instagram started doing videos.
Yeah.
I guess in official.
You're off screen.
Yeah.
Why don't you come back into the thing? So that's going to be it for us. Anything else you guys want to add?
I'd like to remind Adam Catcher and Gold Blaze to send me their addresses on the hashtag show Facebook Message us on that hashtag show Facebook. I can't send you your winnings if you don't tell me where to send them.
Joe keeps trolling us with the spoilers. I haven't spoiled anything yet. Honestly, so you want another funny story? So we had our production notes at the screening last night, and Seamus, who was sitting next to me, was scrolling through them. And there's a specific page in here. I'm not going to tell you which one, but there's a specific page in here that is a pretty big spoiler. And it's such small. But he turned around and he's like, "Oh, well, that's ruined for me now." And me and JD were like, "Oh, what is it?" And now after I looked it up, I was like, "Oh, that's exactly what it is." But yeah, that's going to be it. But DJ, where can we find you?
You can find me on that hashtag show connection. So we're talking about Instagram, on Facebook. You'll probably find me tagged on a whole bunch of stuff. My Instagram is dj.2.rivers. And you can also find me doing wrap-ups as far as Ranger shows. 12:30 Pacific Standard Time for the Ranger wrap-up. And on Fridays, you can find us on the Henshin Hangout, which is our Q Danger after show.
I love that.
You can also find us doing some Super Saiyan Saturdays for Dragon Ball Super on Saturdays, and that streams 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, I believe. And 5 for 5 sometimes as far as random reviews with miscellaneous stuff. So
Also, I forgot to mention, Blackwing mentioned it here in the comments, that the Power Rangers are going to be doing a Power Ranger Marathon Twitch on a Twitch stream. I think that's March 18th, if I'm not mistaken. So check that out too. It is the 18th. It is the 18th.
Yeah.
It's going to be like all the episodes for 17 straight days.
And I also want to make a mention as far as tomorrow, if you're here in the greater LA area, we do have an event, or we do have a Power Ranger art show happening at Meltdown Comics. I believe it starts at 7 p.m., but I'm pretty sure people are going to be there throughout the day. If you cosplay. If you like Power Rangers, come down.
Well, cosplay mainly because there's a contest.
Well, there you go.
And
check out the Ranger art.
And I also know that one of the Rangers for sure coming down, I can say it's Steve Cardenas.
Cool.
Are you gonna be there?
Yeah. Why would I not be?
You haven't said if you are.
Because I don't go to things anymore.
Guess you wanted to know.
Where can we find you?
You can find me on all social media as Cranky Cupcakes with a Z at the end on everything. And you can catch me here on that hashtag show on Tuesdays with Achievement Unlocked, where I bring you video game news. On Thursdays with Rapid Fire Supercharged K, where I talk about anime. And of course on Saturdays with the Retro Ranger Wrap-Up, the Ranger Wrap-Up, and Super Saiyan Saturday. Also on Fridays, like DJ mentioned before, the Henshin Hangout.
Yay.
I have a lot of stuff to do.
You have a lot of stuff to do.
Daniel's a loser. All right, so that's going to do it for us. You can find me all over hashtag show. I've literally been on almost every after show this week for some odd reason, except the Flash. Because I was picking up Daniel's slack because he couldn't show up to Legion. So, and then I did a better job. But that's going to do it for us here at that hashtag show.
Yes, guy.
Hit that. Thanks for watching, of course.
Thank
and
you
thank
so
you
much.
for spending your Saturday
If you guys
with
like
us.
the video, please hit that like button. We appreciate it.
Make sure you share us all over Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that
Reddit.
stuff.
Share us on Reddit.
Reddit.
We like Reddit. But that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you see us on Friday together again at the Henshin Hangout. Take care. Oh, we'll do that thing, right? We do that thing.
Yeah, we do that thing.
Where we say everything
Yeah,
trending
go ahead.
in
Hey guys,
pop
hey,
culture.
guys, I was off a week. This is all new to me again. You go ahead. Lead it.
Hit that like button and make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending
In Geek Pop Culture.